Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, air, restoration, and flood services for over 45 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi. San Diego County's $9 billion recommended budget was released this month ahead of a weeks-long process to gather community feedback. KPBS Public Matters reporter Jake Gatta tells us how this spending plan addresses federal funding cuts.
San Diego County plans to direct nearly 40% of its $9.15 billion spending plan to public services, with a focus on shoring up the safety net that was cut last year under President Trump. More than $2.2 billion would go to the county's Health and Human Services Agency. This includes $852 million for programs like Medi-Cal, CalFresh, and CalWorks. And $1.4 billion would go to Behavioral Health Services, which handles mental health and alcohol and drug abuse programs. The county summary says this budget prepares the region for the impacts of H.R. 1 and highlights the additional investments and services that the budget proposes, like $23 million aimed at helping families navigate new benefit eligibility requirements and an increase in funding for the Immigrant Legal Defense Program. The budget also proposes $3 billion for public safety, with nearly half of that going to the Sheriff's Department. But some of the public safety budget is also thanks to Prop 36 passing in 2024. This ballot initiative created stricter penalties for repeat theft and drug offenses. As a result, the sheriff, public defender, and the probation offices are adding employees to handle increased caseloads. This is just the first step in the budget process. Community members can submit feedback online until June 11th. Join the virtual meeting tomorrow night at 5:30, attend the community open house on Thursday, or comment at the Board of Supervisors meeting on June 1st. For more budget information, go to sandiegocounty.gov/budget. Jake Gatta, KPBS News.
The public is invited to give input on the City of San Diego's budget tomorrow night. The hearing is set for 6:30 tomorrow night at City Hall. Mayor Todd Gloria's revised budget found additional revenue sources to help preserve some library and recreation center hours, but arts would still face major cuts.
I'm Ariella Scalise, and coming up tonight, we enter a wet pattern, a windy pattern, some cooler weather briefly returning too. We'll be down to the lower 60s tonight with some showers. We'll take a look at just how strong the wind could be as we head into the end of the week.
San Diego City Council is set to vote on formal approval of Mayor Todd Gloria's proposed 2027 fiscal year budget on June 9th. San Diego Police Chief Scott Wall recently sat down with our media partner KGTV about what the proposed department means for his department, including investigating ghost guns. Here's a clip from that interview, and please note that this interview was conducted prior to the May 18th shooting at the Islamic Center of San Diego.
The proliferation of ghost guns over the last 6 years has become a big problem for public safety.
What's contributing to that is the ease at which people can make these parts and these weapons off the grid. That's why they're called ghost guns. There's no registration number to them. And with a 3D printer, you're able to assemble these parts right in your own garage, right in your own house. And it makes it very challenging for us in law enforcement to try to get in front of that.
Recent updates to California state laws attempt to address the sale of ghost guns and unserialized kits to make them. When asked about what can be done to keep them out of people's hands, the police chief credited his investigative teams.
How much has that ghost gun team, grown over the last few years?
Well, the workload has grown. We try to keep the staffing commensurate with the volume of work over there so that we're able to stay out in front of it. Oftentimes when we come across some of these illegal ghost guns out in the field, where are they coming from? And we try to investigate backwards to figure out the source.
A state Senate bill, SB 1220, authored by Bakersfield State Senator Melissa Hurtado, is being reviewed by the Senate Appropriations meeting. The last reading was on May 16th. It proposes a 10-year ban on possession for anyone convicted of possessing an illegal ghost gun or an unserialized firearm. Near Anaheim, tens of thousands of people evacuated under threat of a compromised chemical storage tank at an aerospace facility are allowed to return home. Officials say overnight monitoring shows the danger, while still present, has been greatly reduced. Reed Binyin reports.
I can now tell you that we can reduce our evacuation zone area.
Authorities in California significantly scaling back evacuation orders Monday, now that they say the risk of a catastrophic chemical tank explosion has been eliminated. Until Monday evening, roughly 50,000 people had been asked to evacuate due to the danger.
They came and said, you got 20 minutes to get out your house, grab your stuff and go.
While many of those displaced residents are now allowed to return home, thousands of others are not.
For those that remain impacted, I know this may be frustrating. That number is approximately 16,000 of you.
Last week, heat and pressure started building up in the tank, which holds 7,000 gallons of a chemical called MMA, a compound that can cause serious health problems. Officials worked at the site through the weekend, aided by cool water dousing the overheated tank for days to help bring down the temperature. Crews worked overnight Sunday into Memorial Day, investigating a crack in the tank, which authorities had said might alleviate pressure and prevent a disaster.
That was our huge moment in this incident that we were able to capitalize on and take control of it.
However, authorities say the tank continues to pose a risk.
It's not over yet. We still have work to do. We still have to mitigate a fire and very small explosion concern, and also a spill potential.
I'm Reed Binyin reporting.
Meanwhile, San Diego Food Bank is mobilizing to help families in need near Garden Grove amid the ongoing hazardous chemical incident. Operations were disrupted at the Community Action Partnership of Orange County and the OC Food Bank. San Diego staff and volunteers are quickly assembling 3,500 food boxes for Orange County's senior food program. A truck carrying the boxes is scheduled to leave for Orange County early tomorrow morning. The Supreme Court refused to hear a case from Florida about commercial driver's licenses issued in California. Florida accused California of violating federal highway safety laws in how it issues licenses to foreign nationals. The suit came after an Indian driver with a California license killed 3 people in a crash caused by making an illegal U-turn near West Palm Beach. California maintains it followed federal regulations when issuing the license. Protesters and law enforcement are clashing near a New Jersey Immigration and Customs Enforcement facility where inhumane conditions have been alleged for months. Tensions escalated over the holiday weekend as hundreds of detainees reportedly went on a labor and hunger strike. Michael Yoshida reports.
Chaotic scenes outside a federal immigration detention center in New Jersey. Protesters gathering around Delaney Hall after reports of detainees starting a hunger and labor strike due to poor conditions.
We're really concerned about what's happening in here.
Activists formed Human Chains as charged demonstrations led to clashes with law enforcement over the holiday weekend. New Jersey Democratic Senator Andy Kim was purportedly one of those caught in a cloud of tear gas. Other officials, including Governor Mikey Sherrill, tried to see conditions in the detention center, but said they were not allowed inside Sunday or Monday.
Everyone, regardless of your status, should be treated with dignity. We're having reports that women who are menstruating have to ask every time they need products. That's humiliating.
They won't let the governor in is because they don't want us to tell the stories of what's happening inside. Because when we tell the stories, everyone in New Jersey and people across the country realize this is not who we are as a country.
The Department of Homeland Security said in a statement that visitation has been suspended out of an abundance of caution following the clashes this weekend, adding, "This is nothing more than a political stunt by New Jersey sanctuary politicians for fundraising clicks. There's no hunger strike at Delaney Hall. There are no subprime conditions or abuse at the facility." Lawmakers say they'll keep pushing for oversight and closure of the facility. Michael Yoshida, KPBS News.
I'm Jeff Bennett. Tonight on the NewsHour, Iran warns of retaliation after the U.S. strikes Iranian missile sites. That's at 7 after Evening Edition on KPBS.
Artificial intelligence is rapidly reshaping the way we live and work and interact with the world, spawning great debates over what the future holds. Many business leaders have been declaring that AI will reduce the need for a variety of jobs. Layoffs at major tech companies and others are shaking both the industry and the confidence of those entering the workforce. But as Ivan Rodriguez reports, experts say it may not actually be as bad as you think.
Sometimes it can feel like AI is replacing human workers as AI models get more advanced at office work and businesses rush to integrate the technology. Outplacement firm Challenger, Gray & Christmas citing AI as a leading reason firms have been slashing jobs over the past 2 months. But for right now, it seems most jobs are safe.
The question is not whether AI will shape the world. It will.
Jeers at graduations across the country at the mere mention of artificial intelligence.
We do not know. We do not know.
Concern over AI's impact on jobs adding to the stress of new grads entering an already uncertain labor market.
We've seen a real pullback in demand for workers in the last couple of years. A lot of people have said, oh, this is AI. AI is destroying entry-level roles.
But those fears of complete job replacement aren't yet bearing out in the real world.
And what our research shows that indeed is that there's fewer than 1% of skills and job postings right now that AI is able to actually do at a level where you might call it replacement.
While AI can automate about 57% of work-related tasks, according to consulting firm McKinsey & Company, senior partner Alexis Krivkovich says it can't do everything.
AI certainly does many tasks at the individual level incredibly well. But that doesn't mean you don't still need the human in the loop.
Instead of replacing jobs, she says companies are reimagining them and recalibrating operations to take advantage of what the technology has to offer.
Almost every company is embracing the tools and trying to introduce AI into their workforce to help people be more empowered.
The real competition, according to Indeed senior economist Corey Staley, isn't coming from AI itself.
It's important to realize that AI is not necessarily going to take your job, but AI, somebody who knows how to use the AI might.
AI can automate about 57% of work-related tasks, according to McKinsey & Company, but it can't do it all. Many companies are recalibrating their operations to take advantage of what the tech has to offer, but also helping people be more empowered in their roles. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
We honored our fallen military members on Memorial Day, but it's important to also remember the families of service members who died while serving our nation. Michael Yoshida explains how some Gold Star spouses are fighting to update decades-old benefits and services for families whose loved ones made the ultimate sacrifice.
Advocates say some of the benefits we're talking about have remained largely the same since the 1990s, all while conflicts and the costs of war have continued to change. And that's why some of the Gold Star spouses we spoke with say this improvement is long overdue and needed to reaffirm America's commitment to its service members and their families.
He lived life to the fullest.
Sherry Briley's husband, Chief Warrant Officer 3 Donovan Briley, was killed in 1993 in what's now known to many as the Black Hawk Down incident.
Very strong in his faith, made sure everything was to the T, did the best that he could possibly have done.
Across the United States, there are about 500,000 Gold Star spouses whose loved ones died while on active duty or from service-connected illness, according to Gold Star Spouses of America.
You receive that knock on the door, your whole world just shifts, and you have to try and make ends meet.
Tamara Sipes' husband died in a rescue mission in 1995. And while honor given to these families has never wavered, advocates say support and services have remained relatively unchanged since 1993. Congresswoman Jahana Hayes is focused on changing that with the Caring for Survivors Act.
My legislation would increase the benefits by about 25%, which is about $450 a month for surviving spouses. It's something that should have been passed a long time ago, and I'm going to keep pushing for it.
The bill was passed without objection.
And just approved by the House, a different bill, sponsored by Congressman Tom Barrett, to increase benefits for certain disabled veterans and Gold Star families.
While we can never fully repay the debts we owe these men and women, that will never stop us from doing everything that we can.
Barrett's bill named in part for Sherry Briley.
In the face of hardship, she continued raising their daughter and providing for their family after his great sacrifice.
To let our voice be strong, to carry on for the ones that are coming after us.
And on that point, Briley says it was other Gold Star spouses from the prior generation who wrapped their arms around her when she lost her husband in 1993. And that's why she and others are fighting and advocating so hard for some of this legislation so that the next generation can have improved benefits and support. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida.
We're a week away from the statewide primary election, and in-person voting is underway. 41 vote centers across San Diego County are now open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Additional vote centers will open Saturday, increasing the county-wide total to 220. On June 2nd, all vote centers, official ballot drop boxes, and the Registrar of Voters' office will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. For more about the election, you could check out the Voter Hub at kpbs.org/vote. KPBS has been bringing you stories about San Diegans focusing on environmental solutions in their communities. A professor at the University of San Diego is teaching her class about the Tijuana sewage crisis. KPBS environment reporter Tammy Murga spoke with the professor about actions her students are taking.
The Tijuana River sewage crisis is a multifaceted problem. Sarah Fetterman teaches conflict resolution at the University of San Diego. She says it can all feel overwhelming for those wanting to help. Enter her peace studies students.
We're a school of peace studies, so you might think, well, it's not a war, right? But we study conflict resolution and how to get different groups to work together across difference to solve a problem.
To get people working together, the students first identified a need. The students found a lot of dense scientific data about harmful chemicals found in the Tijuana River. Elise Free is one of the students in the class. She says they wanted to make the studies and data easier for people to understand.
Understanding what's in the water and what's in the sediment is one of the first steps we can take to figuring out what actually needs to be done to treat the water and to prevent it from getting worse.
The students are developing an index showing where the chemicals come from and the harm they pose to public health. They plan to share their information with businesses releasing those chemicals to help prevent further pollution. Tammy Murga, KPBS News.
Iran's World Cup training base has been moved from Arizona to Tijuana. KPBS reporter Katie Hyson says the team will have to travel back to Mexico after each match in the U.S.
Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum spoke about the move Monday morning.
Estados Unidos no quiere que la selección iraní se quede a pernoctar en Estados Unidos. Nos preguntaron, pero sí van a jugar los 3 partidos allá. Entonces nos preguntaron, ¿pueden pernoctar en México? Y dijimos, sí, sin problema, no tenemos ningún problema.
The team's Instagram posts are filled with welcoming comments from Mexican users. One says, Iranian brothers, you are more than welcome in our country of Mexico. The move comes 3 months after the United States launched a war in Iran. Mark Ballum is board president for the San Diego Diplomacy Council. He sees this as a good sign for U.S.-Mexico relations.
We wanted the Iranian team to play in the World Cup. So this solution allows them to play. And so what I see the solution that's happened now is it shows to the value of our relationship with our neighbors to the south in Tijuana to help solve this problem.
The U.S. Department of State did not immediately respond to questions from KPBS. The World Cup will kick off June 11th. Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
One of the best parts of traveling the world is experiencing the culture of a new place. That culture oftentimes is reflected in the food. Now imagine eating cuisine from every country in the world without having to leave the city that you live in. That's what one New York City man is venturing to do. So far, he's making progress. Lee Waldman has the story.
Tucked in the corners of the Big Apple's bustling boroughs, you can be transported around the world without ever stamping your passport.
Bukharan food in Rego Park, or trying Guyanese food in Richmond Hills.
Countries from all over the world coming together in the melting pot that is New York City.
Everyone knows New York is, one of the most diverse cities on the planet, but, how far can you sort of push that?
That's the question that set Andy Doro off on a now 10-year journey, 8 with his wife, Jennifer Baranoff.
This is the fattoush salad.
Delicious.
Tabbouleh salad.
Eating food from every country in the world without ever leaving NYC.
I've eaten at restaurants representing 163 unique countries.
And documenting each one online. We sat down with him at Tripoli, a restaurant in Brooklyn that's been run by the same family since they opened in 1973. Its name reflects the city in Lebanon where they're from.
I consider it as a service for the community around us.
Food, as Doro describes it, becomes sort of a consulate, inviting people into a culture. That's what Tripoli owner Mohammed Salem strives to do, especially for those experiencing his Lebanese heritage for the first time.
We will try to treat them like one of ours. And if we have a new things like they don't taste before, we'll give them a taste of it.
We experienced that firsthand.
Can you pass me the carob spread? Thank you.
Doro invited us to Tripoli to learn about the culture of a country now finding itself in conflict.
I thought of Lebanese restaurants because of what's happening in terms of the war and the conflict in the Middle East right now. So I think it's important to, I don't know, humanize people.
We are really peace-loving people, concentrating about making things happen to the good of other people. We're not really violent people.
As Doro continues to explore the world, Salem and his family will keep sharing their Lebanese customs.
Everything we may have is made in-house.
One plate at a time.
My philosophy is, if you have a good thing, you have to share it. You have to really make it available to other people.
In New York,
It's really good.
I'm Lee Waldman.
Checking out our weather headlines and what changes at all that we're going to be seeing through the middle and end of the week. We keep this drizzly weather around, especially through the first part of the day with that deep marine layer. If you're in the mountains, it's going to be quite cool. We're tracking temperatures at times 20 to 25 degrees below the historical average. Plus, you get the wind kicking in, the gustiest winds being felt across the mountain and desert locations as we head into the remainder of the week. The wind advisory continues through 5 a.m. on Thursday. You can see that from Borrego Springs down towards Pine Valley. We could see sustained winds 30 to 40 miles per hour, but gusts closer to 65 miles per hour. Those type of winds are strong enough to blow around unsecured objects, and even some of those stronger gusts could bring some downed tree limbs and even a few power outages, so something to be considering. Look at the wind icon tonight across Mount Laguna as we drop to 41. It just stays a bit drizzly, showery even at times along the coast here, Oceanside, San Diego, Chula Vista, 50s and 60s through tonight. We'll keep the cooler weather around as we head into the day on Wednesday. And we're going to see more steady showers and rain is a bit further to the north, but the wind continues to be a problem here as we head into tomorrow. Look at Mount Laguna, 47 with the wind. The coast, at least it's warmer, but it stays kind of just drizzly and gloomy at times with temperatures into the 60s. The wind also brings the fire risk through Thursday as we watch the low relative humidity and the dry vegetation. So the wind, one of our bigger problems over the coming days. Across the coast here, it stays showery for Wednesday and Thursday, and then we start to see a nicer pattern take shape as we head Friday into the weekend. So good timing with the sunshine returning. Similar pattern inland here with showers lingering Wednesday and Thursday, but sunshine and pleasant weather returns Friday through the weekend. Woo! Chilly temperatures across mountain locations plus the wind. Look how quickly we warm up by Sunday back into the 70s, and desert locations even stay cooler. Enjoy that because we'll be into the triple digits by Sunday. For KPBS News, I'm Ariella Scalise.
Rapper, activist, and music producer Boots Riley made his film directing debut 8 years ago with Sorry to Bother You. KPBS cinema junkie Beth Accomando has been eagerly awaiting his return to the screen and says I Love Boosters does not disappoint.
Boots Riley described his first film, Sorry to Bother You, as an absurdist dark comedy with magic realism and sci-fi inspired by the world of telemarketing. His new film, I Love Boosters, is less dark, but equally absurd and still fueled by urban magic realism. But this time, the sci-fi inspired elements play out in the world of the fashion industry.
You know the egregious theft that's been happening at my stores. The boosters take my clothes because they're low-class urban
boosters.
What's a booster? Somebody that steals clothes from the store and sell it at a discount price? It's like community service.
Riley focuses on the often vilified boosters, but insists capitalism is the real villain because it's based on theft.
Life can bob and weave.
Christy Smith stole my design. What?
And on a class system in which many people can't afford the products they're told they need to have.
I shop here a lot, and I feel like I should have it all. Just want to take it all home, eat it up, and shoot it out my eyes. I just feel like, give it to me. It's mine anyway.
That is such a good answer.
Boosters explodes off the screen like a Molotov cocktail of vibrant pop agitprop, advocating for true change and a global uprising of workers.
I have a plan. Together, we empty out every single metro designer in the Bay Area.
We gotta take what's ours. We should coordinate.
But what are we waiting for?
But it delivers its message and activism with such audacious style and bold originality that it makes you sit up and listen in new ways. It's calling for revolution, both in society and in cinematic storytelling. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.
For more arts and culture, check out the KPBS podcast, The Finest. The latest episode is about the Pokemon economy and the real cost of catching them all. You can listen now at kpbs.org/thefinest or wherever you get your podcasts. And here is a look at what we're working on for tomorrow in the KPBS newsroom. U.S. Soccer revealed the names of the 26 players who will represent the United States during the World Cup. NPR's Morning Edition will discuss the highlights and surprises for the tournament, which begins next month. And May is Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. KPBS Midday Edition is discussing cultural values in the AAPI community and how they impact mental health. You can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org. Thanks for joining us. I'm Maya Trabulsi. Good night.
Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, air, restoration, and flood services for over 45 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following: and by viewers like you. Thank you.